We had already been told of Charlemagne's war against the Saxon tribes, but now rumors were spreading that an invasion was likely imminent. King Charlemagne's Archbishop, Augustus Reinvold, has been spotted amongst the invading soldiers in several locations. There have been talks that this war is actually serving to facilitate a religious conversion. Reinvold's presence only increases that suspicion. We should have listened. Maybe then we would have kept a closer eye on the coastline for unwelcome ships. In the middle of the night, as we all slept, they came. Soldiers of the Frankish army, led by a hulking figure, invaded our village. After dispatching the village guards, the soldiers began burning our homes and executing anyone attempting to flee. I could hear several soldiers shouting about searching each home for something. I didn't need to know more. I already knew what they were looking for. Hilda quickly grabbed her weapons and turned to me. I know, do not worry. They will never find it, or any of my related writings. Please, be careful, Hilda. I did not know that the goodbye kiss I gave my wife would be the last. I turned and ran into my study, fetching the artifact I am certain they were looking for, and swallowed it. A massive armored man led soldiers into my home. I grabbed my sword from its resting place. I tried to fight them, but I am no match in my old age for these men. The soldiers had overpowered me, taken my sword, and escorted me from my home as their captive. They dragged me deep below the streets, past the city cisterns into a dungeon that I never knew existed. We passed countless cells, each one filled with either a prisoner or a rotting corpse. The smell is so overpowering that I retch on the ground, only to be dragged by the angry gods through my own mess. At what must be the farthest cell from the entrance, the guards shackle my wrists and suspend me from the ceiling. At first, it seemed my death would be inevitable, but then the questioning began. After refusing to answer their first few questions, the real show began. After a few days of beatings and starvation, I think I was starting to hallucinate. The questions kept coming, however, and when I still refused to talk, they took my eyes. Now it seems like I have been here for weeks, though I am not entirely sure. Without eyes, everything is disorienting. My other senses are failing me. All I can taste or smell is my own blood, and my sense of touch has been replaced with pain. The only things I can hear are the barking voices of my torturers and screams from nearby prisoners. They are convinced that I have hidden a collection of writings that are supposedly heretical and must be destroyed. First of all, I have never hidden so much as a single page. As a town scribe, my home was always open for everyone to freely browse the many shelves and stacks of volumes. Secondly, I have been documenting the world around me since childhood, never once allowing my observations to be tainted with opinions or beliefs. Calling anything I've ever written heretical is a fucking insult. Lastly, my home was burned to the ground, along with everything I have ever written. It seems like they're just trying to ensure that nothing of my village survives, effectively erasing us from history. Every sound that comes out of this man's mouth fills me with hatred. Silence is all I have to offer. I choose a slow death. Visions of tearing these men apart with my bare hands allow my mind to distance itself from the pain. Just beyond the shouting demands of my captors, I begin to hear strange, whispering voices. I believe my rage is the only thing keeping me alive. and may also be driving me insane. If I concentrate, I can almost hear what the whisper...
Korvald.
Who is there? How do you know my name?
I have been watching you for quite some time now. I can help you escape this horrible fate, but I will need your help in return.
I don't understand. Who are you? Where are you? I am blind and broken beyond mending. I can't help anyone.
Your lifetime of knowledge and your skill with the written word are what I seek. In exchange, I will help you escape and avenge your people. Do we have a deal?
I cannot write anything without my eyes to see. But if you can get me out of here, I will do my best. I agree to your terms. A strange feeling comes over me, completely eliminating any pain I'd been feeling. My skin and muscles begin to tingle and itch with a vibrating warmth. Suddenly, I can feel my eyes as though they were never gone.
Your flesh is now mending.
My eyes! I can see!
Try to hold still. This next part can be quite painful.
What is happening to me? I feel so strange.
I'm infusing my own essence into you, so that... Wait.
The energy that is coursing through me explodes in my intestines. I then remember that I had swallowed my ring. My insides are being torn in half! I can actually feel the ring melting and spreading through my body.
I don't understand. No! This can't be possible!
All breathable air is sucked out of the room and replaced with blinding light and deafening shrieks. After a few moments, the chaos ends. The creature and I are all that remain in the room. The intense pain subsides, and for the first time in ages I feel somewhat normal. Though I can't help but notice a peculiar sense of emptiness for some reason. My attention is drawn to the creature, who seems to be muttering to itself.
No, this isn't right. This can't be right.
What are you? A god? A demon?
Neither. Your understanding of such concepts will change now that you can see reality through my eyes.
Do you have a name? Or should I just address you as creepy floating thing? He pauses for a moment, seemingly debating on the answer.
I'm Korvald. Now, if there are no more pressing questions, we must escape this place.
Korvald snaps the chains that were restraining me. I did not expect that my legs would have the strength to keep me upright, but I was wrong. Looking down, the biggest book I have ever seen lies on the floor before me. Its cover is made of what appears to be forged steel, attached to the spine with finely pinned hinges. I notice that the writing has been inked in blood. I discovered the bloody quill on the floor, and suddenly remember the tiny stabs that were made into my abdomen. That's my blood.
Grab that book. As per our agreement, I am asking you to fill these pages with any and all knowledge you possess, now and furthermore.
For some reason, I ignored the implications of this request and became fixated. This thing is huge and looks very heavy. How do you suggest I carry this around? Korvald grabs the length of the chains that had been holding me. He attaches each end of the chain to opposing corners of the book spine and slings the whole contraption over my shoulder. I stumble around like a fool, convinced that the weight will certainly pull me to the ground. Surprisingly, I can hardly tell that it's there.
To heal your wounds, I have infused a portion of my essence with your own. Among the many improvements this has made to your physical form, your strength will be the most obvious. There will be plenty of time to discuss this later. For now, we need to leave.
That was lovely. Can I please have some more?
He will need to regenerate for a little while.
Who said it had to be him?
You. No, I just told you she isn't.
You, my delicious human, can call me Seta. Grothan! You don't have to say anything. I am going to help you, Korvald. You should also know that your seed possesses very powerful properties that can easily influence others to fight with you as well. One more thing, Korvald. If my power is full, you can command me to unleash a helpful special attack.
Your Holiness!
What is it, Captain?
That scribe we captured from Toft has escaped.
What do you mean escaped? How? The last report I received regarding the prisoner had mentioned the removal of his eyes. How does an old blind man escape?
We don't know. Bodies of men attending his interrogation have been discovered, we think.
You think? Captain, are you telling me here that your men are unclear on what dead bodies look like?
Not like this, they aren't. All we found were the puddles of bloody sludge and teeth. The only clue to their identities were the fragments of their clothing found lying nearby.
I see. So he is your son.
Father?
He didn't escape, he was rescued. Rally your men. I want soldiers covering every field and every corridor in this region. Find that scribe and kill him.
Right away.
Paymentus pact.
I was an extra in the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. I know, no autographs. I'm just a normal person like all of you. I put my pants.
It is here. Can you feel it?
Oh, I'm sorry you wanted me to play along. Go fuck yourself. Can you feel that?
This is not good. He is a host for one of my kind.
Well. Is that the voice of Korvald I hear?
Fuck! This is really not good! They know I am here.
They... Oh.
I hope you are up for this. Kill this host and send its parasite back to the void.
Well, you heard the man. Let's get on with it.
Thank you, Korvald. This flesh fits so much better now.
Oh, great. He knows my name.
All you have done is allow him to push further into this world. Kill him before it's too late! So you have sent him back to the void.